During this presentation, you will find some effective strategies to enhance reading and writing skills in elementary school. This project has been done by Adriana Sanchez, Jesus Mosquera, Carolina Bautista, and Marcelo Espinosa. First of all, we will present 2 reading strategies for English language learners. Our first reading strategy is mind mapping. Mind mapping is a valuable post-reading strategy which its main purpose is to assist students with understanding and retention of important information. This is a mind map that explains how to create mind maps. It highlights the key characteristics of this useful tool: keywords, branches of different colors, images that represent each line and each concept, and of course, creativity. But why are mind maps a useful strategy for reading comprehension? Well, these are some of the reasons. First, mind mapping helps students to structure and order their thinking by creating a visual representation of concepts and their understanding. These graphic representations lead to recall information which will result in a better reading comprehension. Additionally, mind maps give the reader another visual way to process information that allows them to recognize text structure and main concepts, as well as the connections between events. Besides, through mind maps, students are able to create their own representation of what they read using their ideas and personal connections. Finally, this strategy calls for a deeper level of processing information to facilitate remembering.
Reading strategy number 2. The reading strategy number 2 it's called the reading dice. Metacognition and the reading dice. Metacognition strategies help students to understand a reading when it doesn't make sense. Also, metacognition strategies encourage students to ask and answer questions. In order to achieve the reading goals, the reading right as a metacognition strategy motivates all the students in elementary to read the book carefully before they play the game. To use the reading dice, it is important to follow some steps. Here are the steps that I use in my classroom. Firstly, the teacher identifies the high-frequency words from the book. The high-frequency words are the words that will help the students to understand the reading. It is important to do it before you read with your students the book. Secondly, the students start reading the book. The students, along with the teacher, can decide the way they will do it. They can read it alone, they can read it to their teacher, or they can read it with one of their friends or two, maybe. Thirdly, the students are ready to roll the dice. How does the reading dice work? Well, these are the dice. Teachers have to make their own dice. Teachers can modify the questions according to the level of the students. The questions encourage the students to reread the book before they answer the questions. The questions include description of the characters, the main idea of the reading, the description of the problems, the description of the places, situations the students did like from the reading, or probably situations they did not like from the reading. Also, they can compare how much the book is related with the real life. Or they can talk about what kind of memories the blueprint to their minds. In order to use the reading dice, the teachers need to know the students and the level they are. Remember, we always talk about below level, on level, or above level. As a strategy, the reading dice will help teachers to motivate students to read. Also, they will help students to understand the reading, and they will clarify a lot of questions the students probably have, but they don't ask because sometimes they don't feel so secure to talk about that. So use this strategy at school and have fun with it. I know that the students will love it. Now, we will introduce 2 writing strategies for English language learners.
Free writing is a pre-writing strategy where students write their own ideas freely for a predetermined period of time, at least 10 minutes, without concerning for accuracy, form, or coherence. In free writing, students are not able to edit, revise, or modify a written text because it is a non-stop writing process. Goals. The main goals of this pre-writing process are to provide fluency when writing, to make decisions about what to retain and what to discard, to overcome the immediate need of editing mistakes, to prevent the writer's block. Advantages. Free writing is beneficial when it's done frequently 2 or 3 times a week, because students can broaden their creativity. Students can write on any topic they have on mind, which is achieved by generating several ideas. Free writing can be adapted to any topic of general interest when students are elicited to do it. Students, as soon as they get more comfortable, increase their confidence and writing production.
Writing strategy number 2. Clustering. Clustering is a pre-writing strategy that helps you organize your thoughts before writing. Even when it's generally associated with college writing, it can actually be used by anybody, regardless of their age and language skills. In fact, elementary and ELL students who use it regularly have shown a great development on their ability to express thoughts both orally and in writing. Clustering is a powerful tool because it activates the right side of the brain, which is where creativity and original ideas are developed, as opposed to the left brain, which is in charge of the logical and sequential thinking. Both sides are essential to good writing, but when the left brain takes over the whole writing process, it prevents the free flow of thoughts. We will show you an example in order to illustrate the way in which clustering works. Let's pretend we have to write a summary of the Red Riding Hood to be shared with the class. We have multiple ideas in our head, but we don't know where to start. It's time to do some clustering. First, write the main idea in the center of a paper and then circle it. Think of related ideas. Circle and link them to the central idea with lines. Keep on adding more and more ideas as they come to your mind. Don't stop writing these ideas, even if some of them seem illogical or silly. Keep brainstorming. If words don't come to you, keep on moving the pen by redrawing the circles and lines in order to keep your left brain from taking over. Don't worry about spelling or grammar. You will have time to edit this later. So, don't forget, keep on writing. Some of the best ideas often come to you just when you're about to quit. And here have some tips that you may find useful. Number 1. Write down everything that comes to your mind. Number 2. Keep your hand moving all the time. Number 3. Cluster for at least 3 minutes. Now you can start writing. Write your piece without worrying about perfection. Get it all onto paper, and later go back to polish using the logical left brain. Don't feel you have to include in your piece everything that's in the cluster. Clustering helps you find the ideas you need to start writing something. It is also useful to clarify your thoughts and the relationship between these ideas. By clustering, you allow yourself to see your ideas in a different way, so that you can understand possible directions your work can take.
We hope